Among Us just got a little bit of a patch today, and here's a list of everything that they did, including some of the things that they're planning on doing. So first things first, they just want to talk about the cheating and the hacking that's going on. So one of the developers put out a anti-hacking patch, but the thing is that it was rushed, so there are a couple of new bugs in the game right now. Alright, so let's get to the fun stuff. So, two things that you probably noticed in the thumbnail is the anonymous voting option and the cosmetics added to the meeting screen. That way you can differentiate different players who are wearing different pieces of cosmetic items. So on the topic of the anonymous voting, pretty much all it is basically whenever you're voting for somebody, everyone's name is going to come up as gray. So that's just another way to make the game a little bit more difficult and a little bit more challenging, is to not know who's voting for who. Now another thing that they did is they added different modes for your taskbar. They have always mode, meeting mode, and invisible mode. Always mode is exactly like what we've been seeing this entire time that we've been playing Among Us, where the taskbar always updates when somebody is completing a task, and it's always there for you to see. But now they've got meeting mode and invisible mode. Meeting mode will only update the taskbar whenever a meeting is called. Now this could be especially useful for people who want to play and not be able to tell whether or not someone's faking a task. Again, to make the entire game a little bit more challenging. And they have invisible mode. And the only application that I can think of for this is basically it would just stop people entirely from getting to a meeting and then all of them saying, well look, we can just finish on task, we can finish on task. Nah, with invisible mode, none of that. Now they did go ahead and add one map specific feature, is that the comms sabotage on Mira HQ now clears the security logs. I don't play a whole lot on Mira HQ, but I know a lot of people who do, and I watch a lot of people who do, and that security logs actually helps people out a lot. So for an imposter to be able to sabotage that and completely clear the logs, that's good news. Now honestly, I'd like to see them implement this on both the Skeld and Polis. Maybe one way that they can implement that on the Skeld is comms sabotaging admin, or on Polis, it's sabotage, what can I think of the name? Vitals. I don't know, just throwing some ideas around. And we all know that a big part of the game is seeing colors. And for some of the colorblind people, I know that this game was particularly difficult, especially with tasks like wires. So what they've gone and done is they've added symbols to the wires, just to give the people who have a little bit harder of a time distinguishing different colors an easier time doing a wires task. Now, of course, the cosmetics to the meeting screen I've already discussed, and various bug fixes. I mean, it's kind of vague, but it's good to have. And in the next section of this post, they kind of lay out a roadmap. The only reason I say that with quotation marks is because they don't have like official timelines on everything. They just kind of play everything by ear. But the first thing that they're looking into, which I'm super excited for, I don't know why this game didn't already come this way, is an account system. And based on their notes, they're wanting to get this in by December. They're actually introducing this more so to combat the hacking and the toxicity and the cheating going on in the game. So that all is first and foremost. But later on, things like Friends List will show up. They're also going to be working on a new map. And they're saying that as of right now, this map is actually looking like it's going to be bigger than even Polis. Now for the players who haven't yet played Polis, just take the Skeld, which is the basic map, and almost double it. That is pretty much how big Polis is. And now they're saying that this new map is going to be even bigger. So one thing that I'm hoping for with a new map is more players. If they're going to say that this map is going to be bigger, they're trying to prepare to add more players. Now, it probably won't be in the same update that the new map is going to come with, but it does tell me that they're at least looking into that possibility. And basically, this next line here is just about languages. They want to add some more languages into the game to make it a little bit easier on some of the people who, obviously don't speak English. And then they're going to be adding in some more colorblind support. Then at the very end, they do mention that this isn't even the full extent of all of their plans that they have for the game, and that they're planning way more things than just this here on their post. So, super excited for the future of Among Us. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. And if you're interested in Among Us content, I've got a bunch more coming. So be sure to subscribe because I wouldn't want you to miss out on it.
お前はもう死んでいる。へへへへへ。